What's up, YouTube? Vengeful Sour here once again, and today I'm going to be doing a little small giveaway, and as well as giving you my first impressions on the new released Destiny for the PS4. At least I can't speak on the other platforms, but I've got a 30-day trial for PlayStation Plus that came with the game Destiny. All right, and I've got PS Plus through I think like May or June of next year. All right, and so I can't redeem this code because it's valid through March 31st, 2015, and you know the trials, it won't let you like add 30 days onto yours. No, you can only do it if you don't have PS Plus, and I have PS Plus, so this code is literally no good to me. All right, so I'm gonna read it out, okay, and then I'm gonna show it on screen. First come, first serve. Okay, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, oh well. But we're just gonna do this, get it out the way. The code is DNM8 8CNF N3RN. All right, and if that wasn't clear, let's see if we can get it to focus here. There you go. Okay. So if that wasn't long enough, pause the video, son. All right, so that's useless now. Okay, so Destiny. I went to the midnight release last night, actually this morning, because it's still release day. Okay, and did my unboxing, popped it in. I probably played it for about 2 to 3 hours, and I think I'm like level 6 or 7 now. I played it and till I fell asleep at like 4 in the morning, and having a lot of fun with it. It's pretty fun. It is quite like Halo. Some of the firefights play basically exactly like Halo. It feels like you're fighting a bunch of grunts. Those dregs or whatever they're called. Those feel like you're fighting grunts and like knights and all the other kind of bosses that they throw in there. Which I'm sure there's going to be some sick bosses later in the game, but it feels like you're fighting elites or brutes, right? Oh, excuse me. And yeah, so it definitely does play like Halo. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, excuse me, that it plays like Borderlands too, and it does, because I guess this game's technically like an MMORPG, because you can just play with a bunch of people. Like you'll go to the tower and there'll be like so many people there, or you'll be in a middle of a firefight and just a bunch of people join in, which is cool. Now Borderlands, the Borderlands aspect of it is when you're shooting somebody. Let's say you're shooting them in the chest, like 10s will be flying out for every bullet you hit. If you shoot them in the head, like 35, 35, 35. If you get like consecutive headshots, so and it's yellow if you get like a headshot or a critical shot, and that's cool. So it definitely does play like Borderlands. If you ever played what's the other game? I just played it too. I think it's like I think Dead Island. I'm not sure. Where just points will just fly out of the enemies. Not sure. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah. So and then you can when you level up, you can upgrade something like you get like a different perk or whatever for every level. Plus you could level, like you get so many kills with a weapon, you level up your weapon. You get you could find different different articles of clothing. You got your helmet, chest armor, your gauntlets, your leg armor. I don't know. I think there might be some other stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of upgradable things in here. It does play. It's like playing. It's like Halo gameplay with like Borderlands. Side gameplay. Like the back of the house stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's really cool. It's unique. Now it does get kind of it is really, it does get repetitive fast. Like it's like, let's say you're in this not corridor, but like this big opening, this big clearing between buildings or whatever, and you kill all the enemies there. Well, there'll be just non-stop drop ships coming. Like I don't think the enemies ever stop coming. So, once you clear it out, book. If you want to, if you got somewhere to go, get out of there. You could sit there and grind all day and level up. But it's just the enemies will just keep coming. It's ridiculous. So it's, and all the firefights I've played so far, they're all kind of, they just throw enemies at you. That's basically what it is. Now it's great gameplay because I love Halo, but it's kind of like Halo, but it's different enough to be not as fun as Halo. You know what I'm saying? Which it's cool. I like it. It just is repetitive, and a lot of people are gonna like slam it for that. I personally like it, but maybe there's more variety the deeper you get into the game. Now, I have fought. I guess you could say. I guess you could call it like a big boss fight or whatever, where it was the giant vehicle thing. I don't know. It reminded me like a scarab fight from Halo, where this thing. It's not as big as a scarab, but like huge fucking tank. Drops down from the sky, and you gotta fight it. And its weak spots are on the legs. And holy shit, can that thing take damage, man? It's like I was just sitting there shooting its legs, which is the weak spot, and yellow numbers were flying out, so I was getting critical hits all over the place. It took there was I think 2 or 3 other people trying to take it down too. It took us like 4 minutes to beat the damn thing. So so it's tough. Maybe it's just I think it was one of those unique events, those optional missions that you don't have to do, but they just randomly appear. Which is cool that they have that. Like if there's a bunch of people just grouped together and take out the big enemy, that's cool. But it was just so freaking hard, man. Maybe it was higher level than I was. I don't know. Maybe because there were other people in my group that were higher level, like let's say like level 10 or whatever. That they got the boss battle got scaled to them, and it was like a level 10 boss fight. I don't know. So basically, there's 3 classes. You got Titan, Hunter, and Warlock. I picked Warlock because at the selection screen at the very beginning of the game, it tells all their powers, and I thought that having a vortex grenade where you could throw a grenade and it just kills everything in it, and it's cool. It really is cool. But I'd like to try out the other ones, because I guess one of them is a ground pound where it just destroys all the enemies near you. I've been getting a lot of kills with that vortex grenade, and it's very useful. And I'm actually a really good shot with it because, I've actually, over the years playing a variety of games, I've become a good shot with grenades. So it's actually kind of useful to have that grenade. And we're basically, some of the higher level enemies, like the bosses, which some of the bosses are like, they have yellow text for their name, so you know it's a boss. It doesn't kill them instantly, but it'll do significant damage. But I think it's cool to have different abilities, different classes. And then once you pick your class, you get to pick your race, I guess. Like I think it's human or fuck, I can't name the other 2. But I didn't pick the human. I picked the robot dude, with the mask on it. So but I don't think the race actually affects any stats. But yeah, so I'm having fun with it, and we'll see where this goes. That's just my first impressions. I've done quite a bit of missions already. I think I've gotten all of the missions that I can do at Earth right now. I think there's a mission on the moon where I'm gonna go do next. Actually, no. There's this, what is it called? It's not the Citadel, which when you're in the tower, it kind of reminds me of Mass Effect, but it's not the Citadel. It's like the Coliseum or some shit. I forget the actual name of it, but it's got competitive multiplayer too, which I haven't tried out. I'm gonna go do that next because you get bounties. You can get bounties from the tower, and I've picked up like 4 bounties for multiplayer. So I'm gonna go do some multiplayer competitive matches at that place, and then I think I'm gonna go back to the story, which is the next place I gotta go is the moon. So that's that. Maybe I'll do some more update videos as the week goes along and I played more. But I definitely if this game even has an ending, because it could go on forever apparently. I don't know. But maybe I'll do a review once I've beaten beating it. I don't know. And just so you know, I don't give scores for my reviews. Games don't deserve scores. You'll look at a score and you're like, oh, it's a 8 out of 10. I gotta get it. That's not how it works. So stay tuned. All that stuff's coming. Thanks for watching my first impressions of Destiny. I'm having fun with it. There we go. And I'll keep you up to date on my perspective from it. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Peace out.